Hello. Hello. Welcome. So last time we left off on this puzzle and I was absolutely stumped. This was probably the first puzzle that made me feel like I could not piece together what I needed. But I was also kind of nodding off. It was getting late. I was tired that day. So I didn't make good progress. So there is a blue receiver right there that I need, that gets me where I need to go. I have blue right here, but I don't have any reflector. I only have the inverter, and I have a RGB combiner up there. I can take these fans to open these doors if I want to. I need to swap something. So my instinct was swap to the fan. However, this doesn't get me super far. Because the three pieces that I believe I need in order to solve this puzzle are the inverter, the RGB combiner, and the box to get me over this ledge right here. I need the height. So that means that I need something turned in here. Of the remaining items, I think all I've got is a fan. And I need to turn in an item there. And the only way I get up there is with a fan. Right? Does the box get me up on the ledge? Great question, actually. No. Why is this raised? What does raising this do for me? I gotta turn something in up there. Yeah, I've been real stuck on this one. I ended stuck on this last time, and now I'm trying to start it off. My complaint has been that the puzzles have been largely too easy. This is not an example of it. This is a puzzle that I feel like is straight out of the first Talos game. One where, on paper, it seems so straightforward, and yet I feel like I've got such a road to find the actual solution. I still haven't played Gehenna. I meant to before Talos 2 dropped, but then I did not. I just didn't. You can just not do things you plan to sometimes. Really? That's high praise. I'll definitely give that some priority then. Okay. From the top, let me talk through my thoughts on this puzzles, because I think it'll help me. What objects do we have to work with? I have this inverter. There are 2 fans, which the fan blades are removable. That is not removable. I believe, my theory is, that the items I need are that box, that inverter, and that RGB converter. Which means that I need something to swap out there. And the number of things I can swap out there seem extremely limited. I have not yet seen a path that gets me up there with a fan blade in hand. So I can't take a fan blade up there to swap. If I could take a fan blade up there to swap, we'd be in. We'd be so done. Is the trick that I don't need the box, that I actually need... that I can actually get away with not having the box and I can turn the box in up there? Is that the trick? I don't see how that would happen. Wait. If I combine the... Oh, this does work. Oh, I don't need the box. Oh, I think I have it. I think I figured it out. I think I'm smart. Well, let's save that judgment for later. Let's, take you in here, put that there. For right now, we'll come back and swap this out. Hey, Cybergirl. Oh, our robot friends are doing just great today. Just great. I think I see the solution now. I think I take this up here, which is why this raised I was trying to figure out, why does this raised platform exist? Now that's red, which I had worked this out backwards. Now I take the red and I swap it to blue. Man, that one... There was something about the design of that puzzle. There's something about the design of that puzzle.
How many cities there are out there under the ocean? Cities where people lived for thousands of years.
I'm talking. Shut up.
Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about...
Byron, if you wore underwear, I would give you the biggest wedgie.
Of civilization.
Unbelievable. There's something about this puzzle that, like, convinced me very early on that what I needed to do was get blue and green to mix, or sorry, blue and red to mix into green. I needed to get green and red to mix into blue. And I was wrong. I needed to get blue and green to mix into red and then invert that. Like, I had convinced myself that it was... that I needed to convert... I needed to invert the blue into red, and not I needed to invert the output. I don't know what it was. I don't know what like, convinced me. I think I'd really love to go through... I'm not an expert, but I'd really love to go through some puzzle games and, like, try to analyze what makes a puzzle good. I think that's a question I don't know the answer to. But, like, I would consider that puzzle was very good. And I think part of the reason I feel that way is because I feel like it subverted some sort of assumption that I made, and I wonder if the game did something that made me feel like the solution was one way. Like, why am I dropping so many frames? Can you please stabilize Twitch? I'm dropping a ton of frames right now, but I don't know why. I'm gonna stand right here until it stabilizes. I think what made that puzzle interesting to me, though, is I didn't have to, like, I wasn't missing a trick. I had worked myself into a corner that didn't work, and I'm wondering, was that purely an error on my part, or did the game show me the elements in a certain order to convince me to think a certain way, right? Like, did I see the inverter before I saw the RGB combiner, and that made me think about, the puzzle differently? I'm currently dropping, like, all of my frames. Right. I mean, this game is hard to stream when my bitrate isn't varying all over the place, so... Yeah, I mean, the fact that I'm not moving is maybe making it a little better, but according to OBS, I'm dropping most of my frames right now. Every second, I'm dropping more than 30 of my frames. Let's say that. Yeah, I think that's a really good way of thinking about it. I didn't even think about how Baba does that well by, like, starting with the board in a configuration that, like, poisons your thinking? If that makes sense? Like, that's kind of a really interesting thought, that Baba intentionally poisons your way of thinking by starting the board in one configuration that needs to be changed. Yep, Talos 2 released very recently. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Just be patient with me. Okay, my upload speeds are a little degraded right now, but not enough to... I'm running a speed test right now while I'm streaming, and it seems like my speed test is fine. So is this a Twitch issue? Is something happening with Twitch? I'm sorry, I'm watching my dropped frames reach 5 digits, and I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to solve this puzzle. I can try switching ingest servers, that's maybe one thing I can do. Apparently I'm streaming to Ashburn right now. Hold on. How y'all doing? Are we back? We're so back? Yeah, I switched ingest servers and now, I mean, it seems like I'm occasionally dropping a few frames here and there, but I'm staying green this time. I just switched to streaming to Atlanta instead. Hopefully that's better.
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything, but it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species, and even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe.
I'm gonna start walking.
Even now. Even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
Oh no, the deer's stuck in a loop. That's pretty neat. propulsion. Okay, so I'm gonna need to get a red orb up here. Got a blue signal up here. So I want that box. Like, if this were here, and I got that up there. Oh, thanks so much for the, thank you so much for the 200 bits, I appreciate it. I need to reset this one. I feel like once you cross an item across, once you cross an item over the fan, I feel like you're very limited in what you can do. In a perfect world, what I would do is I would use the inverter to store red inside that capacitor and then take it up there and target the output. That just doesn't feel like it's going to happen. Now, the inverter here could take the capacitor from the other side, though. Like, if the inverter were right here, that might be good enough. What if I put that there? Use that to get me back across. Okay, I think I see the rest of the moves here. So I put that there. And then I take this through here. to leave up here. Targeting that. And then come down here. Boom. Got it.
An excellent solution.
Yeah. Oh, now you don't want to talk. Excellent solution. You did great. I got an achievement for that puzzle that I started this stream on, the one that was over there. I got an achievement called Becoming Smarter. Return to a puzzle for a second attempt. Which makes me think that if you just, like, if I hadn't saved inside that puzzle, so it considered that 2 tries on it, if I just did really well, if I just crushed it because I'm sick with it, because I'm goated, I might never get the achievement because I might just first try every puzzle. Embarrassing. It's an embarrassing oversight to punish me for being good. Anyway, Sam, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Can you? You just literally step out and step back in. I feel like I've done that though. I definitely walked in and out of puzzles. Previously, I thought. So the goal here is to get red there, and that'll send me up to the thing? Is that, am I reading that right? Buddy, welcome. Hey, it's me! Bring an item to swap. Is there any way for me to get the fan up here? Because I can turn the fan blade in to swap something, right? I think I want to use the fan blade to swap there. Like, I'll never bring the fan up here, but I could bring something else up here. So, like, for instance... I'm gonna take this up. Okay. Yo, Carl. Carl was streaming some Hollow Knight first playthrough. Unbelievable. What a treat to get to see someone playing Hollow Knight for the first time. Unbelievable. Oh wait, I can target that from here. Oh my god, now we're moving. Now the pieces are coming into place. Okay, here we go. Now I can go down and swap this for this piece. Oh! You weren't ready for this. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that's that one solved. Wait, in 6 hours he didn't die once? How many bosses did he take on? Yeah, so this is the Talos principle. It's spatial reasoning puzzles for the most part. You have all these devices that you can use. I'm a little more than halfway through the game, so there are a lot of pieces here that might seem intimidating, but you learn about them little by little. So I have things like the driller, which I can use to like carve a hole in certain types of surfaces. There's these reflectors that allow me to redirect laser beams. I even have a friend that I can teleport my consciousness into. So I can control two guys moving around in the same puzzle. Kind of hot tech. I mean, taking on a few bosses and not dying... Okay, nature's great. Taking on a few bosses and not dying yet is still really impressive. You know what? People who were here for my last stream of this can attest. I was kind of being a sassy little boy when it came to the swapper puzzles. I was saying the swapper did not make sense, how it was going to actually make puzzles more difficult, that it seemed like it was purely restrictive, and that it was not going to be very interesting. I will say that there have been a few instances so far where I was absolutely 100% right, as I often am. But there were also several points where I definitely see how the swapper can make what could otherwise be very simple puzzles very challenging. People are still mad about the recorders 8 years ago. I like the recorder puzzles. I don't understand the hate for them. What could I bring to here to hold this down? Because as it stands right now, there's no way I'm getting up there. So I have to take something out of one of the puzzles. You can't swap with your friend once you leave the puzzle, but I do believe that if I could spot my friend inside of one of the puzzles, I could still target him to swap. I like the recorder puzzles. I think the problem with the recorder puzzles, I think one of the reasons why I can understand a person being frustrated by them, is that the recorder puzzles add a timing component that this game doesn't really need all that much of. And so swapping that out for being like two guys moving around in a puzzle, I think actually kind of works better. I have this idea for how I can solve this. This is a very stupid idea, and God willing, it will not work. I do not want my stupid idea to work. I just want to be on the record saying, I hope that I fail. See you soon. I know that So the problem is, as soon as you get outside the boundaries of the level, With more height, can I maybe target him from out? Oh my god, what if that's it? Okay, new idea just dropped. Is it because of the filter that I can't do this? Like, if I get height so I can see over the filter, does that change things? Hey, what the hell is this? Oh, it's the bridge. Oh, it's the bridge. Never mind. Sorry. It's the bridge, obviously. I'm very smart. I work here. I work here at the science building. Maybe let's target from this direction. Isn't nature great? Am I far enough away that I'm not... Oh, there he is? Okay, I'm not allowed to target him from that distance.
Miranda, would you like to play a game?
A game?
I want to play a
That
game.
sounds like fun.
It is. Remember what Alexandra Drennan said about games?
They're part of what makes us human.
Exactly. And this is a game Alexandra Drennan designed when she was still in school. It's based on her favorite book. Have a go.
Can I get a lad outside? No. No, that lad is trapped. That is a trapped lad if I've ever seen one. Okay. New idea. I've run out of ideas. Can I steal anything from this puzzle? They put the walls too high. I don't think there's anything I can pick up and move around out here that I've seen. But I need something to sit on this button. If I want to get up there and get that collectible I'll never use. Go to the forest and become a deer. What if I swap my consciousness into a deer? Now that I'm looking for one, I'll never find one. This won't work, by the way. There's no mechanism for swapping your consciousness into a deer. Only other robots. Sorry, humans. Humans. Sorry, we're all normal humans around here. Oh, hey, there's one of those things. Oh no, the music's gonna stop, and then I'm gonna feel embarrassed. Cool guys don't let the music stop. You should not eat grass. I feel like I have to tell people, I have to warn people, do not take Bob's advice, do not eat grass. It contains, like, silica. It'll grind down your teeth. Please do not eat grass. Excuse, I can't follow you there, buddy. Where did it... Oh, wait, can I follow it there? Wait, I said I couldn't follow it there, and then I realized maybe I'm the fool. Okay, but if I jump off, I'm gonna die, so... I don't know enough about eating grass to know whether or not there is a safe part of grass to eat, but I'm just gonna say, like, in general, as a rule of thumb, probably just don't eat grass. Like, I'm not a biologapher. I don't know a lot about plants and stuff, but you're probably just better served not eating grass and
Paradise cannot be
eating
found.
actual food instead.
It must be built.
Have you encountered any puzzles that you have to solve outside of the game yet? No. No. Is this one of the lost puzzles? I was looking for the lost puzzles. Is this one of the lost puzzles? I don't even see the sign for it. If you don't have a sign, you can't have a puzzle. That's the rule. It requires a sign. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna assume the trick is to bring this in and then zap that wall instead. This one was pretty easy, though. I guess that's why the puzzle was lost. Yeah, buddy! That's why we lost it! It sucked! What the fuck is with this sexy saxophone music? This lab is like caved in. Can't seem to enter it. Doesn't seem to be anything in there anyway. Like, even if I clip... Oh. What if I just turn left and go in this door instead? Actually, not much better, if I'm being honest. Okay. Not sure what's going on there, but cool. One more lost puzzle. How are we doing here? Yeah, I've got one more lost puzzle before I've found everything here. I don't know how I'm doing on stars, though, in this region. I've got 2 stars. Okay, I've got 2 of the stars. I found the lost lab. I'm just missing 1 lost puzzle. Still not sure how I was supposed to get that Prometheus's flame? I don't know what you call them. This is 7. Spark, thank you. I could not remember what they were called. Okay, so there's a fan blade. It's my job to put all the fan blades on there. So it looks like I'm trying to get up there, and I guess I'm trying to get up there with the jammer. Got a driller here. Will give me access to this item. Got an additional jammer there. Oh, I could bring that jammer over. This would actually work pretty well. Okay, now the jammer's on this side. Cool. Congratulations to Author Blues and Author Blues only. Okay, let's leave that door jammed, or unjammed. I'll steal this for a second and hit that. But I don't think this does anything on its own. This just gets that fan working, but I'm not up there, so that doesn't help me. What would I be taking over there to get the fan blade? What can I afford to lose from this side? I've caught 2 jammers. I definitely don't need both of them. So taking one of the jammers to get the fan blade would be a good trade. So I need 2 jammers. Okay. For right now, let's leave this there, because it'll give me access to it later. Now I just need anything to put on that pedestal down there. I'm limited on what items I even have at the moment. Oh, wait. If I put that there, then that means when I get over there I can swap for the jammer. And now I don't need this here. I like this puzzle. This was a really good puzzle. It wasn't hard, but all of the little pieces felt very clever. That was a very good puzzle. If I have a jammer in real life, what do I jam? The security features on the ATM? See a bit rate. I'm dropping frames again.
Hear me, friend, and heed my words.
Hey, Prometheus.
Beware Pandora. She is nothing but fear and despair, and she will do anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx. and who bound me in the...
Oh.
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find Athena.
What about Pandora? She seems capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to see whether or not one of these giant arms, these 6 giant arms of this structure, if maybe one of them has something on it I can use to get to the spark. Because it seems like I didn't expect to be able to, but I can quite easily climb them. Oh! We okay? Looks like we're okay. So, if this logic is right, I expect that I won't be able to stand on the upper portion of any of these. And that instead what I'm looking for is something sitting on one of them, maybe. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm just a normal human. My bones bend just like yours do. They compress under pressure, and you know, bend, and sometimes I have to go to the doctor to get them realigned. Just normal human stuff. Bob, in human culture, that's impolite to ask. I didn't consider how easy it would be to get on top of some of these puzzles. Is this something? Is this anything? Oh! Wait! Oh! I'm technically not considered part of this puzzle right now, which is kind of interesting to me. I do have an idea, though. I do have a thought. The thinking juices are working at the moment. What if I stand here? Can I take that from him? I'm actually not convinced at the moment. So my thought is that I can maybe just take that from his hands. I'm not convinced at the moment that this is the intended solution, even if it does work. I also am expecting this to not work. So there's that going on at the same time. Nope, I'm good. Our driller. Once again, not convinced this is the intended solution, but it's a solution, and I intended. Yo, thanks for the 100 bits. Mr. Melville is helping me find my driller. I don't know why I'm suspicious that that was, whether or not that was intended. It just felt like the mechanics were not encouraging me to do that. Like the way that I couldn't really interact with the clone correctly. It just felt vaguely unintended. But also, who cares? That's nerd shit. Worrying about the intended solution is nerd shit.
There's something I've been thinking about. I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Wachowski building.
Oh, hated that.
The Calvin Street explosion.
That was a bad one too.
The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Canada. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization.
Yeah, we used to live in a society.
And if Melville hadn't been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again, either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
What? Did I not go where it wanted me to go? Oh, no, the VTOL is the other thing. I wouldn't let the libertarian robots get to you, Cybergirl. Their opinions can be discarded summarily by just remembering that they're robots and they're libertarian.
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I can't imagine one person building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
Yeah, just one normal
I
human.
can't imagine 100 people building this.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
1K, can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
No thanks.
I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay? I'm concerned. Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena. She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him. I'm afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic, dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think? So you see it that way too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. I hope so. But please, be careful.
This might be a silly question. I just don't know, and I'm not going to Google right now while I'm on stream. Is Alcatraz named after something? Was the island just named Alcatraz or something?
I'm headed deeper into the megastructure. Not quite sure where I am. Seem to be right in the middle of the machinery.
Please, watch yourself, Byron.
This is incredible.
Albatross?
I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing. I don't think this is a building. I think this is a machine.
Why not both? Interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that information with me. I love learning new things. Oh shit. Who could have seen this coming?
Why don't you just tell people that they're wrong? If you tell them the truth, they'll listen.
It's not that simple. Straton wrote that the most common error we commit is to think that ideas determine reality, when in fact the opposite is true. Ideas follow from material conditions. Belief systems are formed to explain and justify the way we live. We did not have kings because we believed in the mandate of heaven. We believed in the mandate of heaven because we lived in monarchies.
But we have free will.
Oh, free will isn't the same as freedom, Miranda. We're not free from the constraints of reality or history. I was shaped by the simulation. New Jerusalem is shaped by its limitations.
So, what? We're just trapped? History can only go one way?
Maybe, maybe not. The question is, how do we free ourselves? How do we build a world where our ideas do shape reality? That's why we came here.
Cool. This game compresses so poorly in a video medium that every time I play this, it's like a 150 gigabyte video file.
Cornelius?
It definitely sounded like him.
Come to think of it, he went on a research expedition around the time Athena vanished. He was gone for years. People thought he'd died.
And all this time, he knew where she was?
We should talk to him.
We will, when we get back. But right now, we have to focus on finding Athena.
I'm gonna kick some human ass. I'm sorry? You want what now?
Are those surfaces magnetic?
No, it's anti-gravity. Your coot was right. I should have known.
1K, I'm over here. Hold on. I'll open that door for you.
He runs like a normal human. That's what I love about him. That's what I love about Byron. When I see Byron, I think to myself, normal human in motion. Love that for him. Byron's got what I've only ever heard described as normal human energy. Sadly, that's true. It's because everyone else sounds like a robot and he sounds like a libertarian.
3 beams, 3 receivers.
I guess we know what to do.
Be careful. The sheer amount of power running through this place.
I'll take care of this puzzle. You do the other 2, okay? Melville, is there anything... This is kind of fun. Maybe Alexandra Drennan was right. Play is part of what makes us human.
Just some normal human dudes.
Got it.
Just dudes being guys, you know? That's kind of what we do out here. Okay, but I just kind of want to jump, you know? Wait, why is one of these already set? Did someone else come along and do that? Byron stealing my puzzles. When I get my hands on you, Byron, it's over. Was that cheating? Was I allowed to do that? I'm gonna look up in the rule book. Where's green? Is this permadeath? Like, am I dead right now? I'm a robot. Are robots alive? I mean, I guess that's the real question, right?
Not to alarm anyone, but I think the ground is shaking.
According to the system, whole parts of the interior are moving around. Like it's rearranging itself.
I think that's what happened last time. When I took the elevator, the platform where I got out just moved away.
It's opening. I'm heading in.
If a robot did me a favor, would I say thanks? I say thanks all the time. When I search for something using my phone, like when I, you know, ask it to like set an alarm or something like that, I say thank you. I think it's just polite. Would I date a robot? I know you're asking just like a funny joke, but I don't know. Why did Byron steal my puzzles? Frickin' Byron. Unbelievable. Was Byron the one that wrote Shatter My Heart, O Three-Person God? Is that the poem that... Did Byron write that one? Who wrote that one?
This is fascinating.
They were both here, Athena and Cornelius. They had a plan. I found a file that... I can't...
Oh, poor Byron.
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's
He'll be
going
okay.
haywire.
1K, get out of there! Everyone back to the VTOL! We have to go. Now, 1K, get moving!
Yeah, I'll get there.
We
Hold
can't
on.
just leave Byron behind.
Yeah, Coot, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
Batter my heart, O three-person god. Who wrote that one? I don't know why. I don't know why I remembered it being shattered. John Dunn.
Byron, I promise.
Oh, sorry. What's going on here? We're escaping? Okay, escape sequence. Byron pulls really well with people who are big fans of Ayn Rand.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls. Why will you not heed my warning?
She's right. I'm a normal human. I'm just like a normal human guy.
Creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
Oh, please don't do that.
Move, 1K, move!
There's no timer on screen. I don't feel like there's any urgency. Honestly, I'll take my time if I want to. What's going on here? Nothing? Okay.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
Okay, every time people tell me to hurry up, it makes me want to go slower. I'm letting go of the run button. I'm sorry, you did this to yourself. I'm sorry, but the environment designers worked way too hard for me to just rush through everything. Is that a flower we should smell? We should. We should go back.
Get in.
Okay, well, I'm going back then. You win this round.
Get us out of here, you coot.
That's a... That one might have done with another read. It sounded like he just called him a coot. Like a... Anyway.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are
Joel
strangely
Coot.
jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
What if we all just take a
Alright.
moment to
I'll see
talk
if I
about
can make
whether or
any
not
sense of
Byron
these systems while
needs
you're
saving, right?
Just
Like,
keep a safe distance.
what if we just took
okay?
like an informal
Will
poll?
do.
Like by a show of hands. Who
Well,
thinks it's important
okay.
we save Byron?
I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
They rejected my my voting idea.
Do not lose hope, my child. In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Thanks, Elohim. Alright, bye, Elohim.
Here we are. Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut. You get the VTOL ready for the next trip. I'll talk to the mayor. 1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
I'm not looking to talk. I'm going to start throwing hands. It is on sight for him the moment I see him.
Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human, to understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the founder's trials, and you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Hi, 1K.
No. That won't be happening.
Attention all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public...
Oh, 1K. What are you doing here?
Crushing it.
Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately.
Isn't Talos the dust that accumulates at the side of a cliff?
Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron.
I think one of the real downsides of coming from a culture that doesn't practice polytheism is that there's really not a lot of room for telling fun stories that use your culture's religion as a background. Like, the whole reason why I think so many stories are told using, like, the Greek pantheon is because, I don't know, it's, like, hard to tell a story when you've only got one dude.
That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about something, but he wasn't responding to my messages. So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished. No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past. I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the ticket.
I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends.
I guess I don't really think of the saints as being part of Christian mythology just because I didn't come up in, like, a Catholic upbringing. So for me, like, thinking about Christian mythology is literally just three-person god.
Good luck with everything, 1K.
Oh yeah, this does imply that Athena was the character you play in the first game. Scholars believe that Elohim derived these from his asset collection, and the creators of the simulation did not originally intend for them to be used. Oh, that's great. This is actually really cute. I'm digging this. This museum with kind of weird tongue-in-cheek descriptions of all these objects. What are you looking at? Don't be weird. This is kind of funny that the art gallery is literally just... Oh wow. What happens if I solve this puzzle? Maybe there is no solution to this puzzle. Maybe this one's too hard. This reminds me of a puzzle from Talos 1. You think maybe it's a puzzle from Talos 1? I don't mean to speak out of turn, but it feels like maybe this is just a puzzle from Talos 1. Oh. That's so cute. No, absolutely. Under no circumstances. An ancient virus which threatens the entire human species has been released from the melting Arctic Permafrost. Society is collapsing. Select your characters. Rations are dwindling, and if you cannot find food, your family will starve to death. Will starve to death. You must survive until this plague is defeated. What will you do? Forage. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories, working desperately to find a solution to the viral threat. If the scientists cannot find a cure in time, humanity is doomed! You know what to do. Suddenly, the scientists recognize a pattern. The virus is an expression of nature, just like water or cows. Hey, go back. I can't. Go back. Okay, well, this is maybe an oversight from... Because I know I changed the terminal font size, and I feel like I'm getting punished for that. Like, they didn't let you scroll. They didn't think about someone's gonna use huge, and now you can't read shit. You and your family seem to be immune to the virus, but it continues to ravage the rest of the town. Rumors say most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by billionaires in their underground bunkers. What will you do? Steal. You were caught stealing and lucky to escape with your life. Your family's hunger increased a lot. Stealing is high risk, high reward. Your family is starved to death. Everyone you ever loved has died, but then they always do eventually. This is considered a fail scenario by most... This is considered a fail scenario by most participants. Would you like to try again? Okay. I'm a witch this time. You're a witch. Your local coven has disbanded. Though you are not yet sick, most businesses are closed, rations are dwindling. If you cannot find food, your family will starve. To death. You must survive until this plague is defeated. What will you do? Steal. I'm a witch. Like, I could just put a hex on them. They can't stop me. Oh, they can stop me. Oh, they caught me stealing. They stopped me. Pursue a breakthrough. History seems to be littered with eureka moments, heralding a step change in human understanding. Sadly, this isn't one of them. Research level remained the same. The virus is still unknown to medical science. Your family is starved to death. Great. Is this winnable? Politician. You're a politician. The intergovernmental organization you work for has collapsed. Steal. What? I figured I would already have a skill in stealing, so I would maybe, like, be able to succeed at it. I had to change ingest servers. I changed to Atlanta and I seem to have mostly stopped dropping frames. Let me go help Sky real quick. Just give me one moment. That is not a puppy. Bob, that is not a puppy. That is an adult dog. Alright, let's try again. I'm gonna be a scientist again. Forage. Pursue a breakthrough. Forage. Research. Eat locusts. What? Suddenly a breakthrough. Use character class special ability. The antivirus is released, bonding with the cirrocumulus cloud layer and falling as rain across the planet. 87.5% of the human population has perished, but the last remaining billion will live to die another day. Except that it is for you and your family, who will die this very moment. The poisoning of the insect population you're relying on for food will have far-reaching consequences for the future planet Earth. But not for you, because you are all dead. Congratulations! This is considered a win scenario by the majority of participants. Jesus. No, my terminal. My terminal. Stop. Stop. Leave. What are you doing? You're playing a game? Unpopular opinion. Happiness is not material. Most upvoted comment. Ty Tuesday. Go take a shit in the forest without toilet paper and tell me tell me about happiness. Then why are so many celebs so freaking miserable? Why do so many rich people go all Howard Hughes and shit? Classic cheese man. Infinite growth. I'm sorry, I ain't reading all that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, actually. Thank you. Did the game lock up? I can't seem to interact with anything here. The left click isn't actually doing anything, nothing. The game does not want me to play with the tetrominoes either. Alright. Closing the game and reopening it. By the way, I missed it at some point, but thank you, Will, for the resub. I really appreciate it. That sounds like exactly the sort of thing a mother would say. Investigate Cornelius's terminal. Well, thanks. I got Tetrominoes to play with. There we go. Wait, is it showing me a solution? Is it cheating? No, it's not. Yuck. Oh my god, these are getting gross. There better be a reward for doing this shit. And it better not be like, oh, effort is its own reward. Stupid fucking game. I'm just going in circles. So I have... Can I come up with like a symmetry for this, right? Like what if I... This sucks. I hate these puzzles. I'm so glad this game got rid of them. And then brought them back for a cameo. Even in the original game, I never felt like I reasoned through a solution. I always felt like I just kind of stumbled upon it by doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I feel like if I respected these puzzles, then I would not just do this guess and check nonsense, but like, I don't respect these puzzles. Wrecking Crew, thanks so much for the resub. Can you reason through these? I mean, certainly in some cases you should be able to. I keep wanting to, like, lean into a symmetry argument, like, just see whether or not I can come up with some sort of symmetric solution, but that has never once worked for me, and I don't know why I'm always drawn back to it. Why do you put the pick sigil symbol right here over top the puzzle? Why not put it down here? Where it's not... Just move it, man. Just, like... Fucking move. Malice. Now that all the easy ones are done, let's try one of the hard ones. Did you actually go on a date, or was that just a setup, Dave? I don't... Am I... Did I just get owned, or is there, like... Was that just... Did you only go on a date so you could make that joke? Yeah. Okay, I guess I can understand that, Dave. I'm still happy for you, even if it had to be at my expense. Yeah, I'll hold the L. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. This isn't about me. This is bigger than me. Hey, Author Blues, maybe take yourself out of the equation for a second. Something nice happened to Dave, all right? Well, you always got to make this about you. I'm glad you had a nice date, Dave. Okay, but this time it can be symmetric, because because there's enough pieces for it. Like I have... As long as I build the symmetry around the center... I think I can make the symmetry work. I just gotta figure out... I mean, what if I just... I mean, okay, so here's the thing, right? If I can just solve the puzzle for half of it, then I have... Then it works, right? Because I could just do the other thing, but symmetric on the other side. So let's try that approach. There. Okay, that's the solution. Now I just need to repeat it. Okay, I did them all. Where's my prize, motherfucker? Where's my reward? I hated that. I had a terrible time. That might work. Yeah, as a normal human, when photons hit me, it can be very damaging to my outer shell. Okay, new idea. Okay, now that it's on this side, I can break that line. The founder would be so proud of me. I'm just like the founder. I'm so good. Oh damn, you got to go on a date with the founder? She seems nice. Lab location inaccessible. Deliberate? Unclear. User profile? Yes. Gold puzzles as barrier? Yes. Hidden as self-protection? Likely. External help for upload? Yes. Ask Herman? No. Trust 1K? Undecided. Applicable to Calvin? No. Applicable to Sarabhai? With Noma? Yes. Gold puzzles as barrier.
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there.
Are these what
No
the
rush,
gold
though.
puzzles are? Is that what it means to the gold puzzles? Your name's Purple? Man, they really started running out of names at 998.
Dude, you're 1K. It's so nice to meet you.
Nope, that name is spot on.
Sorry about Byron, dude. That's a real bummer.
Never mind, I take it back. Purple was the right name.
Yeah, I come here all the time. He's a wise dude. I've asked him a lot of dumb questions, and he's always taken the time to answer them. A lot of people been saying Byron's accident shows the mayor is right. Trying to abandon the goal is bogus.
Totally bogus, dude. The most famous historical gargoyle is remembered in the ancient phrase Keith, David, and Goliath. Cool and good. Originally a video game asset repurposed by the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Do a kickflip.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected.
Can I go to those other places here? I feel like the answer is probably no. It looks like there's a pretty substantial barrier, but maybe. I feel like I really haven't investigated this area very well. I mean, I haven't, but later.
1K,
No.
could you join us
No.
for a quick debrief?
God. Oh my God. Another meeting. There's too many meetings.
Attending today are advisors from
Just send me an
engineering,
email.
the archive scholars, and Helga.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue. I know New Jerusalem has sorely missed her guiding hand.
Let's not forget the dam's falling apart. We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
Wise words from one so young.
Oh my
Yet
God,
I
your name is
submit
Rand.
That island
Fuck.
holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot. Thank you. My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
Unfortunately, 1K left the Somnodrome inoperable. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
No! This is much too important to decide on a whim.
But it's so much more fun when we're kept in suspense. You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
Well, I'm so glad I participated in that meeting. That was fun for everyone, and we all changed our perspectives based on the available information.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
Who voices Elohim? Is Elohim like a famous voice actor that I'm just not placing?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out. which means I'll need your help.
Timothy Watson.
Because a lot of stuff
Is that a name I
doesn't
should
seem to be
recognize, or
working.
just a well,
Check it out and see what you can fix.
just
But
a
please
voice
remember,
actor of some
What
sort?
matters most is finding Byron.
Hey, Constantine. Alright, well, there's only one thing to do. Sorry, apparently there was more than one thing to do. Yeah, we're gonna play some more Hell Temple.
I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm gonna need you to search for more. I'm sorry about that. But if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream. Possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access.
Interesting. I'm not sure that I would recognize him from Raft, but it is kind of cool to hear that he's a prolific voice actor.
Alright, 1K. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the machine that makes the tetromino bridges. That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll send you the coordinates.
How can the lab be in that direction? That doesn't make any sense. Because it's not. It's like right underneath me? Oh.
Look at this place. It's beautiful, isn't it? Mesmerizing. That's how it lures you in, I think. You see all these beautiful things and your imagination starts working overtime. And the puzzles, the towers, the mysterious apparitions, it all draws you further in, deeper into the trap. What if that's the whole point of this place? What if every time you have one of those visions, another little bit of you is corrupted, overwritten with the hubris of this place? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest you were,
compromised.
Whatever it is I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just disappointed in myself.
Don't worry, we're all disappointed
Byron
in you too.
Needs me. You all need me to do my job, and I can't even use a terminal.
It's kind of embarrassing.
If this is all really the work of the Founder, I don't know, maybe she lost her way. Or maybe we're just not ready. But once we find Byron, I suggest we get the hell out of here and never come back.
Anti-gravity?
ancestors kept telling themselves that the brevity of their lives didn't matter. But they had so little time to ever really think about anything. I've spent several human lifetimes studying this mystery, and only now am I beginning to see. The simulation was built on top of material reality, unable to escape its constraints. In the same way, physics as we understand it, even quantum physics, is built on top of a deeper reality. A set of rules that define existence itself. There is a universal language of creation, and I think we can learn it.
I mean, I can give you the high-level description. Hold on, they're gonna talk over me, so just, like, give me a second.
The language of creation. What were they doing here? And how far did they get?
I can't answer that, but I think I'll fix the Tetromino bridge, machine, ring thing. I say I think because it's not in the schematics. And what I'm doing is hack work at best. Try it and see if it works.
So there's probably a lot of details I'm missing because I'm only half paying attention when they start talking for 20 minutes straight. But the high level idea is that this society needs more power. They've birthed 1,000 citizens, and there's some talks that they might want to birth more, and they need more power. And they found this mega structure out here that seems to be related to the founder, Athena, who apparently turns out to be the player character from Talos 1. She is the founder of this civilization.
Father, I updated the Noema algorithm. It's working twice as fast now, and I think I can increase matter output by 25% if I tweak the modulator a little. I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you, so excited. I'm Cornelius.
What? Oh, Dad, this is science.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for the right moment.
Today, we were delighted to be visited by a bunch of protesters, these voluntary extinction weirdos who think we're creating soulless monstrosities that will destroy the planet. They broke into the facility and started yelling at everyone. Fun, 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 right? Then one of them lunged at Alex. Big mistake. Chernyshevsky grabbed the guy and literally threw him across the room. I mean, almost threw him all the way off the dam. After that, the rest of them had a change of heart. Now, I'm telling you this because mostly it is not like that. But these people do exist. And somewhere in their shriveled little souls, they think that they're doing the right thing. They think they're being righteous. Now, to me, what Alex is trying to do is an obvious good. But that's not the same for everyone.
Phase entry. Oh, I can teleport. Oh. Okay, so that cannot be launched really. It's too heavy or something. Oh, I can. Okay, that's what I was curious about.
decoded another file from the data stream. Listen to this.
Mother and Father think of our discoveries as a language, a code. But I think they're wrong. They're so caught up in the technical details of running the experiments and upgrading the machine that they're not paying attention to the patterns we're finding, to the symmetries, the harmonies, the melodies. The fundamental language of reality is a kind of music, and it's beautiful. Beauty is an inherent property of the cosmos.
I love the way she looks at things.
Nice. What's going on down there? Oops, oops. I hope that doesn't reset the puzzle, because I kind of want that still pointing there. Cool, reset the puzzle. Well, that sucks. Guess I'll just have to resolve it again, partially. Wait. Oh, all the things stayed open. Oh, there's a green laser right there. Sorry to hear that. Oh, you thought you could get away with it too. Unbelievable. It's actually relatively well blocked. Did I get myself stuck? This game is extremely beautiful, Desi. Did you ever play Talos 1, Desi? I don't know if it's your type of game, but I also don't know what your type of game exactly is. So I can teleport in there, but that doesn't do me any good. Oh, why don't I just take it with me, doofus? What a doofus. Real doofus energy going on here. Well, it's not a first-person shooter, for sure.
Kind of...
It's a lot of spatial reasoning puzzles. The first game is fantastic. Strongly recommend. Has a ton of fantastic secrets. Really scratches the brain really, really well. It has DLC, also quite good. And I'm playing Talos 2, and I'll give you my hot take. I don't think it's as good as Talos 1 yet, but I'm really digging it. It's very good. Well, a lot of what really appealed to me in Talos 1 was the style of secrets. The fact that it had a whole bunch of puzzles in one area, and then to solve the secret, you had to figure out how all the puzzles tied together into one big secret. And this has not done that much, but it seems to be starting to do that, so my opinion might change.
This is a design for an improved charging station. Fascinating, but not relevant.
Sneaky little laser. Look at that sneaky little laser. Oh, I see what it wants me to do. Perhaps relatively obvious, but I see now. Oh, maybe it's not that simple. Nice. I mean, if it's more enjoyable to watch, that means a lot to me, so I'm glad to hear that as well. And at its core, in a way, I'm falling into the same trap that so many people usually fall into, where it's like, I don't want an iteration on the genre. I kind of just want more of the same game I already like. But that's not really healthy. It's good to have the format iterated on, and I think this does a good job of doing that. So what does this give for me? I kind of wanted to bring that down with the jammer. But I need the jammer to be in there for that to work. Do I take this down and do something with it? I also think that the more that I mince words over what is good or bad about this game, the more it comes across like I think that there's genuine problems, and I don't. I just, you know, there were some things I really liked about 1 and have missed a few of those elements. I want the ability to bring the jammer up. And in order to do that, I either need the teleporter to be there, which means it can't hold down the switch for me. Wait, what if... Oh, wait, hold on. Now I have an idea. Now I take this up there, like that. Now I can put the teleporter here. And that means that I can bring the jammer up through the hole. Going down here feels like a mistake, but it's the mistake I'm gonna make. Okay, that worked. Now I can go back up and grab it and bring it down. I really like the teleporter as a mechanic. I think that's one of my favorite ones now. So far, I feel like the teleporter has
a couple of years
made
back,
for really
we went on
interesting
a
puzzles.
scavenging expedition to an ancient industrial complex south of New Jerusalem. It was enormous, sprawling, an area many times bigger than our whole city, just dedicated to manufacturing. It was incredible to think about the sheer variety of things they produced. And it made me realize how austere, how restricted our lives are. You know how most ancient structures are overgrown? It's kind of pretty, but in a sad way. Well, this one wasn't. There had been some kind of chemical spill. I don't know if it happened while the structure was still operational, or if something had just rotted
Yeah,
through.
absolutely, Desi.
But it killed everything. Even centuries later, nothing could grow. If a chemical spill can do that much damage, imagine what the megastructure could do. Is it ethical for us to risk that?
In the early days, humankind lived in a world of unexplained wonders and terrors. The powers of the elements were understood in terms of gods and spirits. After all, how else could one explain thunderstorms and earthquakes? But as the realm of scientific knowledge expanded, the realm of the mystical began to shrink. The sacred grove, as Hegel wrote, was reduced to mere timber. But as superstition retreated, another thing was lost: meaning. In a purely mechanical universe, people yearned for the comfort provided by gods and spirits. But there was no way back.
But what about the beauty of the universe? The perfection of everything around us, couldn't they see that?
Not sure I can see that, Miranda. But I do think there was another way, a way forward instead of back. Faith not in an invisible world, but in ourselves, in each other, in the inherent value of consciousness and civilization. They never really found it, but I think that in those last months when their whole species was dying, they caught a glimpse of it. And that's how your mother was born.
What the fuck does that mean? That's how I met your mother. So I don't seem to have anything else to place, which makes me think that I need to consider how the teleporter changes things here. Oh. Private message. Apropos of nothing, you know what game I want to play again is Shadow of the Colossus. That game's been on my mind a lot since I played it. Yeah, it's ridiculously good. I played it as one of my Patreon games, and I really enjoyed it. But I don't feel like I really spent the time with it slowly that I should have. I mean, it's not a long game, but at the same time, I don't know. It just feels like a game that 3 days is not enough to chew on everything there is there. No, I never played Ico. Ico. this got reset as well. But, I mean, once I figure out what I'm supposed to do, I can just do it all in one pass. That's true. Guy who's only ever played Apex Legends. I'm getting real Apex Legends vibes from this. The cool thing about the way the teleporter combines with the driller is that it's like the first time that it's been possible to drill, or like to move through the hole that you drill. Both of these out of here and see if that does something for us. Wait, that shouldn't do anything for us.
Let us consider the city. What is a city? It is not a gift from the gods, nor the product of nature. Unlike a mountain or a river, it is something that must be built through the deliberate arrangements of material by a mind imposing order on the world. And it is built to serve a purpose. To that end, it has roads and fountains and walls. And to the same end, it has laws.
Sorry, I had to cut him off. I have not played The Last Guardian. Let me stop you right there, Chief. Nobody's listening. Sorry that happened to you.
Let us consider the city. What is a city? It is not a gift from the gods, nor the product of nature. Unlike a mountain or a river, it is something that must be built through the deliberate arrangements of material by a mind imposing order on the world. And it is built to serve a purpose. To that end, it has roads and fountains and walls. And to the same end, it has laws and leaders. And though each city is built according to a different plan, all cities must serve their purpose, or they will fall and become ruins. Therefore, we may conclude that a city is also a kind of machine, constructed to improve the life of its citizens.
So true. When you said Rip Stratton's point, I thought to myself, well, you know, let's give him a shot. I no longer feel that way. Twins locato. Ooh, lost puzzle! Everyone get excited about the lost puzzle. You're not excited enough. Actually kind of not loving the excitement levels right now. This is the first puzzle you did in this area? I'm sorry. Well, these are the most impotent fans I've ever seen. I don't know what to, I don't know what to do with these. There we go, that's the part I was missing. I always forget I can do stuff like that, putting one cube underneath another on a fan. How do I get the other box over? If I even do. I'm sorry, I'm very stupid. I apologize. Sometimes you stare at puzzles for long enough and you know, they don't happen the same way anymore, you know?
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. I mean, like, clearly you know what you're doing.
Yeah, maybe I deserve a pay raise. You don't like the teleporter mechanic, or you don't like the way it was used there? Because I think the teleporter mechanic is fantastic. I really enjoy it. Oh, the swapper mechanic. Yeah. I'm still a little lukewarm on the swapper mechanic, but it's fine. It does make some puzzles very interesting, knowing you can only, like, check out a certain number of items at a time, and figuring out, like, which ones you need at which points is kind of interesting. Actually, where did it go? Hello? It teleported up. That's not useful to me. Can't target it. I mean, I know kind of what it wants me to do, but like... Maybe I don't know what it wants me to do then. Okay, I wanted to see if they let me cheese it. The answer's no. Alright, what's the assumption I'm making that's wrong? I feel like I have to get enough height off of the fan. Which means I need the box to be on the fan. Something has to be holding down the switch, and I need to be able to get up here. If from here I could put the teleporter on the switch, we'd be fine, but that doesn't work. Hey, did you see that? Did you... Hey! Hey! He doesn't seem impressed. Alright, let's solve this Pandora's box, and then... Oh, you know what else I didn't solve? Was I didn't solve, the Sphinx. There was a pattern that I never really found an instance of. I wondered whether or not it might have something to do with the Tetromino puzzle, actually. This doesn't have any lasers. So there's where the green light will be, and I need to send it to right there. Okay, that seems to be the solution for that. Okay, somehow I just slipped off the platform there.
If humankind had no more cause for war, it would make war for sport instead.
Cool take. Yeah, I just happened to consider in that room, I was like, there's no walls. So I wonder if I can use some item outside. And I just looked outside and happened to spot the... just happened to spot that wall.
Welcome back, creature of clay. The forge burns bright,
but the sky is troubled with clouds. A mortal has ascended Olympus without the permission of Zeus. The workings of Olympus are disrupted by the trespasser. Pandora, fearing the wrath of the gods, has broken the paths to ascension. Prometheus is the friend of mortals who would challenge Olympus. But he is bound in the heart of the mountain, and few could break his chains.
Okay.
I think it's safe to assume that Olympus is the entity's term for the megastructure. It looks like our best chance of rescuing Byron is finding Prometheus and freeing him.
How do you free a weird, glowing ghost thing?
I suspect these entities exist within the megastructure systems, and what we're seeing is just how they manifest to communicate with us.
I don't really care what they are. For now, let's play along.
All right, let's maybe have another quick look at the clue. See if I can make sense of it. It's like an airplane. I mean, if I found a button array, I would try inputting that, but I haven't seen one. Got a few question marks on the map, I guess.
One day, undoubtedly, an expedition will pass by this island. It will seek to document facts and statistics, to enumerate reasons for us not to look more closely. That is what we do now. We seek facts rather than truth. Because truth might frighten and unsettle the comfortable people who like to sit in their conference rooms and debate which corners we should cut today. These people like to imagine the chaos that could come one day, like a comforting fairy tale of distant darkness. But they do not see the chaos.
Sorry, Luther Seer. I mean, it looks like a button array. We've seen similar hints to those that kind of look like button arrays. That would be maybe too easy. Would be maybe too easy. Hmm. Bringing one of these out of the puzzle does anything for me. I don't see why it would. I don't see why it would be helpful in the slightest. People kept mentioning the messenger hints, and I don't even remember the messenger hints from the first game. Interesting. I might not have used any, which would mean that I wouldn't have much of a memory of them, but... Oh, what's this over here? This looks relevant. Well, what's over there? What the fwick? Let's go pick up the reward really quickly, and then I'm going to go back over there and see what's going on over there, because there is some stuff in that direction.
When the heavens are silent, what is a prophet, and what is a tyrant?
That might be the puzzle that's behind the gold gate, now that I think about it. Hey, there's a spark right there. Yeah, it is. Yo, Talos, thanks so much for the reset. That's almost 5 years. Almost 5 years, Jesus. You know what? Let's make this our stopping place for the night. This feels like a good stopping place before we move on to another area. I'm gonna make this my spot.